Good afternoon. Bob Dalton coming to you from Allendale's trading floor here in McHenry, Illinois. It is Tuesday, October 5th, 2010. Markets took a cue from a weaker dollar today, and that is the grain markets I'm talking about here. And they did go higher. There are also some underlying rumors, which I'm going to clear up for you here in a minute. But let's start out by wrapping up with the settlement prices today in the grains. Corn today finished up 19.5 in the December contract. 491 is where we settled. We have the downtrend line coming in on my chart at 488. So we did settle about 3 points above that downtrend line. We'll see now if we're going to make a run for $5. Allendale putting out yesterday what our estimates are for this Friday's supply and demand report, as well as crop production numbers, does not indicate the need to go back up to $5. Let's see if the markets have other ideas that may come here this week before the report. Soybeans today up 17 3/4. 1071 3/4 is where they settled. We got the 20-day moving average right now sitting at 1072, so they settled just below that 20-day. We'll see tonight if that 20-day holds as resistance. Wheat today also up pretty good, 16 1/4 points. December contract 663.5 on the wheat. This morning we received news from a broker from one of our field offices telling us that an analyst that he reads on a daily basis, and quite a popular analyst in the commodity markets, made mention in his letter, his daily letter, that there was a change made to the USDA's numbers that came out last Thursday regarding end stocks. And the way I understand it is mention was made that there was in fact new crop in those numbers. So there was a lot of speculation Thursday late morning into the afternoon, whether or not that was all an old crop number, that 1.7, or if there was in fact some new crop sprinkled in with it, at which point Rich Nelson contacted the USDA and spoke with a gentleman over there who was actually responsible for putting those numbers out, saying no, there is no new crop in that number, that is all old crop. Well, the rumors fired up again here this morning, and you can take a look at the charts at what time the letter came out and when the rumors started flying, and you will see the corn prices started to move higher. Again, Rich Nelson contacted the USDA, and today he spoke with a gentleman who holds the title of the chief of the crops branch for the USDA statistics group, or for the statistics group at the USDA. That's about as high up the ladder as we can contact here in the USDA, at the USDA. This individual did confirm that he had heard rumors of this letter and categorically denied it. He also told us that he has no idea where it came from, and told us that clearly it is wrong and old crop stocks are 1.7. Alright, so that is, I was looking down a lot while I was reciting that to you because I wanted to quote it exactly as Rich Nelson stated it in an email today. So we did speak with the top dog, if you will, at least as high up the ladder as we can get over at the USDA, and they are confirming that there is no new crop in that 1.7 number. That is an old crop number, and they themselves are denying any type of letter going out restating that there was in fact new crop. That is rumor, and it has been confirmed by the USDA to be untrue. So any questions out there, feel free to give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to clarify it for you, but I don't think I can clarify it any further than that in this recording. So all that aside, now, if we were in fact trading a rumor that there was new crop corn counted last week, we can dispel that and say, hey, it's all old crop, and these prices right now where they're at should not in fact be able to hold. So we'll see what the trade thinks as we start trading tonight at 6 p.m. in the grain, specifically the corn. All right, I mentioned earlier that the dollar was weaker today. That provided a boost for the grains. That is a fact. The dollar was down 73 at the time of this recording, sitting at 77.92.5. Crude oil, on the other hand, up $1.34 at 82.81. So we had some good support from the outside markets today. I'm not sure if we had 19 cents in the corn worth of support, but you know, the dollar has been pulling back, and that's going to, of course, increase interest in U.S. commodities as the dollar gets weaker. over into the livestock then. Live cattle today up 45 cents in the nearby contract, 95.55. I have not heard any cash sales as of yet. However, I do know that the cutouts have been pulling back steadily here for at least the last week. We are expecting to see some trades around $96. Right now I'm hearing bids cattle being offered around $98.99. The anticipation of 96 actually concluding a sale. Feeder cattle down 95 cents today at 109.55. We have the 200-day moving average in that nearby contract at 109.70. So we're trading just below that 200-day moving average. That may hold as resistance for us going forward in the feeders as well. The higher prices in the corn also not helping feeder cattle. Over to the hogs, 75.35 in the nearby contract is where we settled up today, down 32.5. The 100-day moving average in that nearby contract is at 75.92. So we took that out today, and that may in fact become part of our resistance on any type of bounce that we see. We're going to have to test that 75.92 price point. So again, higher day in the grains, lower day in the dollar. We'll have to tune in tomorrow and see if we're going to see any support come into that dollar. We actually down in the low 77 point range is where our next significant support is, if I remember correctly, at 77.18, somewhere down in there. So we could see this dollar pull back close to another full point before any support does come into it. So keep that in mind going forward with your commodity trading. And that's about all I have for you here today. Big report coming out Friday morning, 7:30 a.m. If you have any questions or if you would like us to go into detail with our estimates, feel free to give us a call here at 800-262-7538, or you can visit us on the web at www.allendale-inc.com. Thank you very much and have a great trading week.